as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ain't cooking this shit out there.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run, and the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Allen off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 40.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Regular.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running abilities and try to get those yards a safer way.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard
Looking to put a drive together.
12. Here we go. 12. 11 MT. 11.
Burrow will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
11 Thomas. 11 Mike. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He spins free, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
maybe 3 up near the 37. You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. 11 MT, tight.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Burrow, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm.
There ain't no more left in that motherfucker. Goddamn.
He's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder.
It's not there. That's a fucking Capri Sun.
But I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide.
Stamp,
Not even the
juice.
option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it
I just found out all that shit. That shit like running from the field.
But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to
What's the name? What's the name, daughter? Mirror. The old Mirror's stepdaughter. She had one, I think, yesterday.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight. Look out.
She had like a little sleeper right there.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Again, it's Cook. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least, that went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, Things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
What's that?
On play action, Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 2.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson.
Put a Tyler's ticket in.
And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
What's that?
Throwing to start the drive. Allen
So how the fuck is he
on the
getting
run. He'll let this
out?
go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas gotta
Now
find some
2nd and
new
10.
users, bro. That shit, like, niggas not playing games, bro.
What's that?
Here's Allen.
That
And
shit
that one too far
dead,
in
man.
front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Middle. What's that? What's that?
Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end
I
zone
just
for a
want to go
touchback.
behind it and watch you back it up and come back it up. 'Cause it's like,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. 2nd down and 8.
Gun. 11. 12. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow. And they're going to get it. They bring it down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the
He said,
They
Mac.
never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Thank you. Barno.
Picked up by Amari
Barno.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Hey.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Going up top. And that's caught.
Yo, he can't go.
It's a
He can't
big
go.
for Vegas.
He can't go.
54 yards.
Oh, my fucking God.
They go play action with Burrow.
Wow.
He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11 MT paint. Here we go. 11. 11.
Now Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, and it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Yo, who the fuck the Rams playing? The Bears.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, he's a run by Cook.
Yeah.
That one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They do go for it. Here's Allen.
6-4.
Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Amari Barno. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is?
It took all day, bro.
The things are going right now. I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, 180.
He'll drop to throw.
That's a Stevie.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Why? Shit, man.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Allen.
Wow.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, empty. 180. Wait, hot. Hot. Stop.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
12. 11, empty. Stop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let it go again.
Closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. A gain of 10 brings up.
They'll run with Etienne. Fighting him off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. There is only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's another Las Vegas.
Here we go, here we go.
First down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Feldhouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Partner, the mic's open. I'm going to leave this one to you. Tell me how he wound up in his own end zone on the punt return for a safety.
Brandon, this senator from New York politely declines his time.
I think that's wise, my friend. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Another Bills first down.
On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Charbonnet once again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Charbonnet is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run now with Charbonnet. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A give to the fullback on the dive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And that is incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert! Alert!
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Clinch it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now hold everything here. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
On play action, Allen. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Now he's free at the 35. Travis Etienne. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
It's 4th down.
All 52. Half. What's that?
One final try here for Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.